It's like my friend that has a Brazilian cleaning company that's called the Big BJ.
Big BJ?
Yes.
That's great.
I know, right?
The dopest name ever for anything.
I think he thought about it before he came to the U.S., you know.
Yeah,
I don't know. Someone needs to tell him.
I've seen these porns. They're not just the Big BJ. That's kind of on the nose.
Oh my God.
Not so. Welcome back, everybody, to a special episode. The reason being is because we in a new studio. New studio, who this, everybody?
Hey.
Welcome back to Convo Series. I am RJ, a.k.a. Reg Travels.
Turn up, and I would be your motherfucking host with the most, Trevin Reiser, a.k.a. The Chosen One, back again, once again.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another week. Thank you again for sticking with us, and I do have to say, if you're watching this in the morning, good morning. And good evening if you're watching this in the evening.
And good night.
And good night.
I know you don't say it, but I'm going to say it. Well, everyone, if you're looking on YouTube, or pretty much since I posted this on
A lot of people have moved to YouTube, yeah.
the social medias, they already know. You see, we have a new studio set up, and we also have our first guest in the new studio, by the way. She is a very, very cool person that we met actually on Emily Ray's episode. Who knows if that's coming out before or after this.
Well, I guess we'll have to see.
It's going to be fun to find out, right? But she was with us. That was actually a live studio. No, not live studio, honestly. It was a live audience episode. So, but we met her before. She was pretty cool. Everyone, she is from Brazil, so you'll definitely be hearing her talk about Brazil a little bit. And the reason why we have her on the podcast today is a very interesting one. We're actually going to talk about her journey in an ayahuasca cult. Everybody, Brazilian petite model, mother of 3, also cat mom. Cat mom of
3
3.
cats
Cat
and
mom
2
of 3.
kids.
Kid mom of 2. And then just all around good person, everybody. Welcome, Dani.
Welcome.
Oh, sorry.
Dani. There you go.
Yes.
Dani.
Thank you.
Oh, my bad, everybody.
Welcome.
Welcome. Hey. How you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Yeah, glad to have you in the studio. I appreciate you hitting us up.
Thank you. I feel very special.
It is.
Guest, first time.
Yeah.
It is an honor, so I hope you're honored by that. We're honored to have you here, so
For sure.
Thank you for coming, seriously.
Thank you.
Yeah, your story is interesting. When you told me when you hit me up and you told me a little bit about it, I was like, what the hell?
I know.
I didn't even know ayahuasca had tea cults.
Oh yes, there is a few.
Yeah.
There's quite a few, but I'm from basically the one that has the legal license to like
Okay.
the origins, and there was actually in the 1990s like a legal battle between the USA and Brazil for the patent.
Yeah.
And so we won, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
But yes, because it's from the Amazon, you know.
Okay, yeah, true.
You know.
Very true.
Uncle Sam has a lot, but not that. Ayahuasca, it's ours.
Uncle Sam has a lot, but not ayahuasca. That's my stuff right there. So let's back it up. Take it to the very beginning here. Tell us about life. How did you grow up? Where did you grow up? And then how did we get into this?
Okay, so I was born and raised in the very south of Brazil. I actually have a tattoo here. You guys not gonna see it from
Shouts
afar, but you guys can see it. Here's my state and the hearts where me and my kids were born. And so here's Uruguay, Chile, and so. It's definitely one of my earliest childhood memories. I think I was about 5-6 years old, and I remember my parents getting together on some new friends' apartment that they met. I'm not gonna cite names even more because they're lawyers in Brazil.
Okay, well. Well, no. Don't say
No
names.
names.
She said lawyers.
And I remember that it was like a very hippie, at the time I didn't see those things. I was just, it's my parents and you're a child.
Yeah.
So you just go wherever they tell you to go. And if you're fed and you're clean and you're warm and, you don't worry about any of those things.
Right.
But nowadays, being a parent and being so aware of the drugs and everything else, and being so into cults and things like that, I'm super atheist, by the way.
Well, we've learned something today.
Me too. It's not a
Yeah.
it's not a secret
Both of you are
if you watch the show. But yeah,
I have
not,
a tattoo that I
it
forget
makes
about
life
it.
interesting. You
Yeah.
have a tattoo, but you forget about it?
Yes, I have a tattoo that's like my meaning for like
Okay.
what I think about God
Okay.
and things like that, and I forget about it. It's basically Paradiso and Inferno from Dante Alighieri's. I guess I have to add the Purgatorio because everybody's now asking me, where's the Purgatorio?
Wow.
And now I do have some story to put meaning into that.
Right.
But I guess that's story for some other episode.
That's interesting.
Yeah, but basically my belief of God and Jesus and biblical stories, they're all art and poetry and I'm telling you something right now, and you're gonna take it one way, he's gonna take it another, and the 500 other people they're gonna listen to are gonna get their own interpretations.
It's kind of like how I feel about like where religion stems from. I kind of feel that.
All of it, all history, it's been written by only certain people, you know. So I think there's that you just really can't believe much, and so I try to appreciate what's the art of it and the life lessons you can take it, you know. But I really don't take a word for it, you know. I need to see it to believe it.
Well, you've seen some stuff. So you were saying, so you were saying like your earliest memory, 5 or so, maybe 6 years old.
Yes.
Your parents, I guess, did they bring new friends over or?
So no, at first I remember, I can tell now that it was very different from like the get-togethers that I was used to, because they were always a late at night, you know. So, and it was always dark, and so it was a different setup. You know how like when you go out to the park with your mom or for lunch with your mom, she was gonna bring you snacks and this and that. But when you're going out at like 8 p.m. and you're gonna be coming back home at like 2 a.m., 4 a.m., you know, that's a different setup. You go with like blankets and pillows and things like that. So I can remember now knowing that was different, but you know, it was fun too, you know. There was a kitty cat. It was a new place. I'm not afraid of new places, new people. You know, I was all about it.
And we know how you feel about the cats, the kitty cats. We know that.
Always,
so
right?
That that's all you need, and you having fun, huh?
Yes, exactly. But I do remember my parents. They became very hippie, very like chill. You know, it was like I definitely saw as a very, very positive thing. And I was happy to be surrounded by those people, you know.
So was this like a one-time thing, or is this over time that like when they started doing it, you noticed they were more chill?
That's how it started when they were, I guess they were experimenting at home.
Okay.
And I do not know if what they were doing from the eyes of the laws of the sacred religion, if that was okay, you know. I don't know if maybe I'm jeopardizing some people over there. I don't give a shit, but
they don't have lawyers.
Well, you can get suspended, you can get kicked out, things like that, you know.
Actual cult.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
My father got suspended because of a gossip of like someone saying that on New Year's Eve he drank alcohol, and it was actually like cider. So.
Cider.
Cider. Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So that's the type of thing that you're dealing with, you know. And so where was I?
So you were saying like that was actually pretty much the first
that
time.
I don't know if what they were doing was
Correct.
legal, correct, you know. But then we started traveling. We went to finally meet the center, right? The temple. They're called centers, okay. Basically, but each temple has a different name. And that one that I went to was about 2 hours from my hometown.
And you're still 5 or 6 years old?
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. At this time was probably 6 to 7.
Okay.
You know, because I have more memories of it, so that would just make more sense.
It would.
What a hell of a memory. And so that's when I finally saw the grandiosity of it. And I learned this probably 10 years later when I got to like be more mature and more aware of things. And I got to meet some people that were from different centers, different temples, different states and things like that. And they would tell us how we were very privileged. How like our place was very nice, everything was clean, new, everything, you know, we had like all of the best. And it's true. And one of the reasons is because the town where the temple is, the state is Santa Catarina, so it's the state above mine. And the town has like the highest per capita of the state. It's ridiculous.
Like people population wise?
Yes, like they have so many like really, 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 really rich people in a really, really, really small town.
Just real quick, how many states does Brazil have?
Jeez.
Nice.
Now you're gonna
15?
shame me here.
10?
I think it's like 26.
26, okay.
I think so. But if I'm wrong...
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Well, I already am.
Just because you're questioning it. I gotta look it up now. How many states? Because I know our listeners are asking themselves too. Does not Mexico, Brazil have? Let's see. Yeah, 26. You're right.
Yeah, see, nothing to worry about.
Yeah,
you know your shit.
Someone, please.
Oh. She was still ashamed of herself though.
No, I got my ego back.
Okay, nice. So the state above yours.
Exactly, and it was just about 2 hours from there, you know, and so it's a really pretty, nice place, and it's full of rich people. So a lot of the members of that temple, they would make donations, you know, like some of the members, they own like
no worries.
Industries.
Sorry about the noise. That's Trevin just moving around. Nice.
Great timing, huh?
Right. I'm sorry, go ahead.
So the members will make donations and they would like own industries, companies, so they were able to like provide for things, you know, at like cost price or even for free. And of course you have to pay a certain percentage of your income.
And who are they paying? Who are they giving these or selling these at cost to? The cult?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Can you say
the
the
organization.
name of the cult? The organization, sorry.
Yes. So the official name, should I say in Portuguese or?
Can we do both?
Yeah, both.
Sure.
Portuguese first.
So Centro Espírita Beneficente União do Vegetal.
Okay, that's a mouthful.
I know what it means.
So basically word by word would be center, spirit, of non-profit, veggies union.
Yeah. Like veggies, like vegetables.
Yes, vegetable. Yeah, I know it's hard.
Makes sense though, doesn't it?
I mean, it is.
Kinda, yeah.
Guys,
I see it.
you guys gonna understand because why is it called like that? You know,
Yeah.
it makes sense. It's just the translation really
Of course.
screws it up. You know, it's like my friend that has a Brazilian cleaning company that's called the Big BJ.
Big BJ?
Yes.
That's great.
I know, right?
The dopest name ever for anything.
I think he thought about it before he came to the U.S., you know.
Yeah,
I don't know. Someone needs to tell him. Someone needs to tell him.
I've seen these porns. They're not just like, the Big BJ. That's kind of on the nose.
Oh, my God.
So these rich people were providing stuff at cost to the organization, right? The veggie organization.
Yes. That's just, you know, a small detail of it. It was a privilege, you know. All those people would say that. And now I'm aware of it. But where should I get to?
So at this point, you're probably 7 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So this was the first time you had been around everyone, like at the organization.
At the organization, exactly. And they would always call me whenever they see me coming. They would be like, the Gauchinha, because I'm from Rio Grande do Sul.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see my license plate?
I did not.
Well, so my license plate is Gaúcha. And,
Nice.
well, I have the tattoo, you know.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of like the Texas of Brazil.
Oh,
Okay.
That
makes
kind
sense.
of pride. Yeah.
Brazil is like the Texas of South America.
No, the Rio Grande do Sul, my state,
Mhm.
is like the Texas.
Of your country.
Yes,
and
exactly.
I'm saying your country is the Texas of South
The
America.
continent.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, why not? It's the biggest one. Like,
in
width and...
in that
Okay.
context, yeah.
If you're saying it that way, sure.
In width is the biggest.
For sure.
It's all about the girth that matters.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Yeah.
So,
So,
You see,
every time they see me, they would refer to me as the Gauchinha, you know. The Inha is just like little Gaúcha.
okay.
And I probably tried the tea for the first time at, so in October 12th, we have a saint holiday in Brazil. It's a Christian holiday. And it's also called the Children's Day.
Okay.
So it's a cultural habit to just gift the children with a bunch of things. So you get gifts from your parents and grandparents and godmother, godfather, you know, all of that thing. School has celebration. It's almost like Easter or Valentine's Day,
Okay.
just as much. So that's when I got to try for the first time. Usually, I do not remember right now what's the usual
How old were you?
age. I was about 7 or 8
we're
years
still around.
old.
Okay,
Yes.
maybe another year.
Yeah, I was about 7 or 8 years old,
Uh-huh.
and I do know that there's a bottom age that they ask for you to be.
Like a minimum age?
Yeah, something like that, which was very weird. And why were they implying that? Because later on, like, my little brother is like 45 days old, and then he's being baptized with a full spoon of DMT.
Yeah,
So-
she was telling me that before we
My,
got on air. Yes, right?
that is a hell of a story.
Crazy. That's what it is.
45 days old, you said.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, I remember going to the store and helping my mom pick his outfit, you know.
Oh, this is a part of the baptism.
Yeah.
I thought.
Yeah,
maybe
that's
you
like
said-
every single baptism.
Mhm.
When you're a baby, if you're being baptized as a baby, that's what they do to you.
They feed you a spoonful of DMT, and then they also
Well, it's
have a
not-
minimum age for the use of it.
Well, that was because I guess I wasn't baptized yet, and I needed to be like introduced,
Okay.
whatever their cult introduction was, you know, because I'm sure my parents did theirs. There's like a whole stairs, like of like you start here and then you start paying and then you
Oh,
you
okay.
you go
pay,
up.
so there's
Yeah, you
that.
get more responsibilities but you get more what can I say? You get to drink more of the tea. You get to participate more sessions.
Literally drinking the tea. Literally.
Yeah. That's
the
that's
Kool-Aid.
what's all about.
Yeah,
That's
I got
what's
it.
all about. It's the union of the vegetable.
Mhm.
And why is it vegetable? Because it's made out of mariri and chacrona. What I'm doing right here, you can see right that thing that I'm hitting and smashing.
Right now,
It's a
listeners,
mighty
she's
D.
showing us
Okay.
pictures
Yeah.
of like her
You
making
should grab it.
ayahuasca.
Yeah.
And how old are you in this picture?
So,
Talk to the mic.
I was probably 9 years old over there.
I'm gonna show the camera. So jump on YouTube, guys. We're on the road to 100 subscribers.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe.
So I was about 8 or 9 years old when that picture was taken. I do remember it was a trip between only me and my dad. My mom was not coming, and we went to the capital. And I do know it was like in the middle of the night, somewhere like around 3 a.m., you know, which was pretty normal for the children to be awake at that time because this was when we would do like a huge task force reunion, you know, and it was like my dad got to that point on the stairs that
Now, the guy in
he
this
could be
picture is not your dad.
invited. No,
Okay.
no, that he could be invited and participate in something like this. You know what I'm saying? And I do remember after we got there, we spent like a couple of nights there, and then we got invited to go sleep over at a master's house.
Okay.
And that's what's up.
Yeah.
You know, that gains you points.
All right.
You know,
Yeah, yeah.
that's what
Moving
it's
up.
all about. Exactly.
Schmoozing with the masters.
Exactly. And I do remember that my dad was taking this picture because he was like super proud of me. Look at her. It's called.
Oh, your dad took this. Okay.
My dad took that picture, exactly. The pictures that are really bad taking were my mom that took. You
And
can
this is
tell
the
'cause my
master.
mom is the worst photographer ever. You're gonna see the difference. Look.
And the guy that's in this picture, this is the master you were talking about.
Not that one.
Okay.
He was someone important though.
Okay.
And that's why my dad was like, I need a picture of this. You know, I'm proud of my daughter. You know, she's batendo mariri, which is what you call, which basically be beating the mariri is the root.
Okay. Gotcha.
It's
The ayahuasca.
that's one of the two components that makes the ayahuasca,
Okay.
and they have DMT composition on them. It's how do you call those roots that go over the
Vines?
Like vines?
no, not vines, the ones that are really thick.
You got me.
Let's find out. Well,
And this is like what you're showing me. This is like is there a camp?
so that's how this is in my hometown. Wait, this is not. This one is in my hometown. This one here was from another trip that I did with my mom.
Okay.
So I went to visit my grandma.
I'm gonna show the camera while you explain.
Yeah, I went to visit my grandma, and my mom got in touch with some people from the cult from the area, right? It was at the coast of Brazil, of the south of Brazil, and she got in touch with someone there, and so we got invited. We got a letter. We had like literally one of the masters from our temple, from where we are part of,
Yeah, from your
write a
center.
letter to them to say, hey, they are members, you know, so that we could go. So I went there with my mom. That was a trip, only me and my mom. This one was a trip, only
The
me and my
second one
dad.
I showed the camera. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I was older in this one for sure. And
Which one are you?
my face is so blurry.
Oh, okay.
I told you
Yeah,
guys,
your
my
took
mom
the
is
picture.
worst.
She said her mom sucks at taking pictures.
I mean, I'm telling you, she'll cut your face. Look,
that's
she's
not
cutting my
good.
feet. Like, who? Not gonna get into it.
So, okay, let's back up just for a second. We'll say 8 years old was the first time you tried the tea, the ayahuasca.
Yes.
What was that experience? Do you remember any of it?
So, honestly, no. I do not remember. I have only recollection of being given the opportunity and how excited I was, but I did not remember the experience. And I should probably ask my mom. I don't have contact with her, but can do it sometime.
Shouts out to her.
Shouts out.
Well, in that
Shouts
case,
out in the new studio.
Shouts out.
in that case, I'll say fuck your mom.
Okay, well, shouts out to
What's the opposite of shouts out?
condemnation. We condemn you. Shame. What did they do in Game of Thrones?
Yeah, that.
Ooh.
It was shame.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Victoria. All right, engineer, shouts out to you over there.
Hey, shouts out.
So glad to have her in the studio today.
So at that point, after
Yes.
I've been introduced, I would have to always ask permission of the master to participate on the sessions. They have a duration of 4 hours, always, and the master always choose how much I'm gonna be given, and I was always given very little. But it was always only in special occasions, obviously.
Right.
You know, like Easter or like February 10th, because it's the anniversary of Master Gabriel, which is the master who like founded the religion, exactly.
Joseph Smith.
And
The Joseph Smith.
Joseph Smith of.
well, I don't want to be biased, but I do hope that Gabriel was not a murderer, a pedophile, and all of those things.
I knew something was coming up. She said, "I don't want to be biased."
But yeah, the Joseph Smith of
Yeah.
UDV.
See, I feel like I just learned something right now, but I'm listening.
So
Of what now? UD.
UDV, because those are the abbreviation. That's the abbreviation. So I figure it's easier than we'll be calling the
UDV.
Veggie Union.
Yeah, thank you.
UDV. UVD.
UDV.
UDV.
SUV.
UDV.
UDV.
LED.
UDV.
Special
CSI.
Victims Unit.
Law and Order. SVU.
Dun dun.
Right. On the next time on UDV.
Cults edition.
Right? Special code unit. So, let's get back to... So, you were saying that the master would have to approve every time.
Yes.
Usually on, February 10th, which is Master Gabriel's...
Well, that would be one that for sure I
Okay.
would get it, you
Easter?
know. Is Easter, maybe, you know.
Is this a Christian thing, or like, is it
no,
still pagan?
It's a Christian thing.
That's wild.
I had to use that word, thanks. That's wild.
I think in a sense all religions are pagans.
Shouts out to Backyard Bullspitting, not pagans.
Not pagans. I have to disagree.
Okay.
Do you want to know why?
Yes.
Okay. So, just because we learned this on Backyard Bullspitting,
Did
shouts
we?
out to you. Yes,
Shouts
we
out
did.
again.
They looked it up. They said pagan, the word pagan, literally means religions that are not the most popular in the world.
Just anything outside of mainstream.
Like anything outside of mainstream, like Islam, Christianity, what are the other ones?
Judaism. Basically
yeah.
anything outside of Judeo-Christianity.
Even Buddhism and Hinduism, those are mainstream too.
Yeah, so I
So
guess...
outside of that,
No, it's not pagan then.
So, like,
at
Wicca
all, 'cause
and stuff
it's
like that?
Christian. It's Christian spirit.
okay.
Okay.
I was just wondering.
You know.
So February 10th, Easter. When else
Yeah,
did you get to?
Christmas.
Oh, that's great. Jesus' birthday. You gotta go see him.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
we would sing happy birthday for Jesus. Yeah, for
That's-
sure.
Really?
That's great.
Yeah, and because we always sing happy birthday for the members once a month, and my birthday is in December, so I would
Nice.
get to have everyone be there to sing happy birthday to me. I love that.
Nice.
Like that was
Are you a Capricorn?
everything to me. No, I'm Sagittarius.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. More than Capricorn. Okay.
I'll take it.
I always just like asking people and then just say that makes sense. I don't know what I'm talking about. I have no idea. I just like to say, it makes sense. And then everybody's like, yeah. Or really? And I'm just like, yeah. You just gotta fake it, bro.
Fuck it.
Tip
Fake
for the
it.
day, guys.
Tip of the day.
All right. No, so we're doing it on special occasions. What happens when you get at which point does the master up your dosage? Do you have to pay more money to go to the next level?
The more you take and how you respond to when you take it. You know, like if the master see that you're puking your guts out.
I
then,
thought that was part of it.
Well, it can be,
Okay.
and that's what the master's gonna look at it
Okay.
to see if that was a good decision or not. And that's why they have multiple counselors. My dad got to be a counselor at a certain point.
Interesting.
And so, so you would have someone looking after you, you know, that will most likely not be your parent, unless your parent is one of the masters, or one of the ones that are in cahoots with it.
Cahoots.
Yeah,
That's
it's pretty
a funny
annoying. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
As
it's
it would
it's
be.
like every organization and every cult. It has the clicks. Oh my god, I almost
Yeah.
said click.
Yeah, I almost said clit as she says it.
It says it anyway.
I don't
Yeah,
know,
I fucking love
on the camera, I'm pretty sure people will see that when you said clit, I said.
Hey, it's not my first language.
Well, that's all right.
I'm already.
We've said much worse on the show.
Absolutely. So people form their own clits. Sorry to do that while you were drinking.
Okay, first spit take in the new studio.
Right. All over her iPad.
Oh, I was aiming for yours.
Oh, well, it's not mine, so it's fine.
It's also not an iPad, so spit all over it.
Oh, my bad.
All right, so the master gets to decide when you get to up your dosage. Now,
Exactly.
Can we talk a little bit about the levels? Because shouts out to Kendria.
Shouts out.
My friend who is into the cult thing, she loves listening to documentaries or watching documentaries about cults.
Hi,
You better be
Kendria.
listening. Hi, Kendria.
Yeah. Well, you should listen to Morbid and My Favorite Murder. You're gonna love that.
She probably already listens to at least one of those. But yeah, definitely listen to that. Shouts out to you, Kendria. So with the level thing, what's the lowest level and then highest level, and how do we get to the next level besides just paying money? Because that seems to be like a running theme with.
Oh, like you
With
don't
those
have
types
to
of
pay more money
organizations,
to go up. Like you always, just like the Joseph Smith organization, you're always basically gonna pay according to a percentage to your income.
Like from your paycheck, it goes directly to the organization.
To be very honest, I left the organization too young to know those details.
Okay.
So I believe that you write them a check. You just pay them.
Is it like tithing at a church?
Yes.
Okay.
So, like,
I think
basically
so.
the same principle
Like
as
a
tithing.
membership.
Yeah.
Like a membership.
Well, because I know with, like, cults like Scientology, you have to... Oh, okay, now they're coming for us.
Well, I was gonna come for you for a second, but I was like, no, go
I
ahead.
don't
Go ahead,
think
Trevor.
they are, but if they do, oh yeah, that's what we need.
What, Scientology?
Well, Scientology to come after us. Publicity, bad publicity, or
Hey.
good publicity is all publicity.
I feel you.
Shouts out to Tom Cruise. No. Hey, if you're listening, no.
Right.
But no, I think that's like one of the big things is you have to like pay more money to go up every level. Like,
I will
Well,
fight back a little bit.
that's not a thing in this organization. That's the good thing about it, you
That's
know.
what you were saying, but I'd like to fight back on that too. Just about because
Okay.
you know I'm Christian. Christianity. The difference between what she was saying and tithing with Christians is that. Go ahead. What were you saying?
I said Scientology. I was talking about Christianity.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, we're gonna
I
move
know
on.
about Scientology.
It's the same
Scientology,
thing, bro. I thought about it. Go ahead.
Scientology is all about like the more you pay, the higher you get. But in the UDV organization, most definitely, it's the more you do, the higher you get. So
More you do, is that like networking or is that like volunteering, working?
Just
good actions, like
Okay.
doing. I should probably Google the actual translation for beneficente. Beneficente.
do you know the
It's
translation, RJ?
beneficent.
Beneficial spirit.
It's beneficent. Am I saying it right?
Beneficent, yeah.
Yeah,
Beneficent,
beneficent. Okay, so yeah, generous or doing good. Beneficent.
I don't know what.
Oh
Let
my
me see.
god.
Yeah.
Okay, let's have Google.
Because it didn't have the shient at the end. It was beneficent.
It was just cent, C-E-N-T.
Beneficent?
Yeah, you got it right. Beneficent.
Yeah, so that's
It
like
started to fuck with me for a second. The longer I looked at it.
brain fucked. So that's.
Yeah, I don't only speak one language. I'm listening.
Can you?
I speak Spanish.
So that's basically on the name of the institution. You know,
Okay.
that's what's all about. So that's why, like in this temple, in this center that I was part of, we had like such nice things because the people that were part of it owned nice things.
Right.
They-
in the state above the state that you were
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And so soon after we joined, because we were obviously tired and it was financially harsh to be traveling 2 hours to go, 2 hours come back every time, every 2 weekends, because it's every first and third Saturday of the month that we get together, and we're supposed to be there actually for the whole Saturday. Joining the task force, helping clean, helping to cook, helping, to do everything. But my parents worked. Yes, my parents worked, and we had to travel 2 hours to get there, Plus, we had to accommodate to sleep over at someone's place or whatever. We had accommodations there. There's like a house and a cabin and things like that. And so it was tough. So the person who actually invited us to the cult in the first place, and he's kind of related to my family, not in a blood way,
Yeah. I got those relations.
Yeah, I got a lot of them.
Those associations.
Trevor's now one of those.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Yeah.
So he actually he just had like a lot that he was not using it. So he was just like
there you go.
I guess I could give it to the institution. We could build a center here. We could use it.
Wow.
So he did it. And so we started building, and this pictures here. This is at that place when it was like the very beginning.
So the pictures that I showed the camera.
Yeah, so that's why we're in hammocks and like on chairs.
Yeah, it looks like you're camping.
This person here is my dad. You shouldn't show his face. He's disgusting.
I definitely showed it, but they're not gonna know.
They won't know which one it is.
No, just know it's disgusting. Worse than Ted Bundy.
Oh
shit. Fuck.
Like
Take
that
my
kind of
word
cult.
Fuck your mother and fuck your dad? Damn.
Yes.
Fuck them all.
Well, I'm glad you're here. Are they still back in Brazil?
So, Brazil.
Did I sound native?
No. I was wondering where the accent was from.
Brazil.
Brazil, whoa. Okay.
Did I sound native? No. Thanks for the honesty.
Where is that
So,
accent
my
from?
dad, I think the last time I heard he was still in my hometown.
I forgot I was
I'm
on camera
sorry,
right there.
y'all.
Sorry, everybody. Sorry.
What was that?
This is the reason that you guys need to watch this on YouTube.
He got like a little hair in his mouth or something.
From talking on the mic, like one of the pieces of hairs came off into my mouth, and I was getting ready to drink that shit.
Oh, it's
he
Token's
just like
fault.
made it like a whole thing.
No, this is totally Token's hair.
Yeah, we have
It's his fault.
we have some cats in the compound.
In the compound. Hey, that's appropriate. Compound organization cult. Yeah,
Yeah, this is our cult here.
I vote we take a ad break real quick. What do you say?
Yeah, I'm down with that. We'll be right back after these brief messages.
Messages. We'll be right back, guys.
Hey everybody listening out there and also watching the video on YouTube and wherever you listen to the podcast audibly, we appreciate your support and you sticking with us every week. For now, it's been just over a year we've been doing the show.
Incredible.
Yeah, it is incredible. And we've been working hard to pump out quality content. We've had amazing guests on the show and we've had extra content and a reaction channel now.
Yeah.
So if you want more Convo series in your life and you just can't get enough, you can get merch available now. All you have to do is contact us. How, Reg?
Or you can either hit us up on all social media. That's one way you could do it. Just DM us. Or if you want to just email us, you can email us at convoseries@gmail.com. You want to tell them about Vision Media, the parent
You
company.
can go to Vision Media. That's Vision, Vizion. Media, how you think it's spelled, LLC.com.
.com.
And you can reach us there. I think it's got a direct way to contact us just right through the website. So
For
it's pretty
sure.
simple. All the merch is made to order. And now for the first time ever, we have Vision Media hats in black and blue. So get those today and get all of your Convo Series merch as well.
They're made to order.
They are made to order, so make sure that you put your orders in early so we can get them to you in a timely manner. It is quality merch, so hit us up.
Hit us up.
And smash that like and all that stuff.
And again, we appreciate all the listens and your support. This is just another way to support us.
You
We
guys
thank
keep
you
us
for it.
going, and if you want, a way to show people that you support or that you watch, listen to Convo Series, that you support Vision Media, there it is. So let us know, contact us and get your merch ordered today.
Today. Thank you again.
Thank you a bunch of times.
Thank you more than him.
So many times.
More than him.
More than him.
Like to infinity and beyond.
But mine is that times 2.
You can't. No, I said beyond.
+1.
That's beyond.
So I was thinking, like, I was on the phone with that guy and he was like, you have a voice for radio. You should be on radio. And
Yeah.
I was thinking about, like, maybe we should, like, do a podcast or, like,
Yeah, a lot of people these days like are talking about starting a podcast, but a lot of people never do.
Yeah. Where do you even get started? Like,
Well, dude, I got a cure for that.
folks at home, does this sound like a conversation you've ever had?
Does it? Seriously.
Yeah.
I've had this conversation.
A lot of people have. And you know what? The thing it really comes down to is just doing it. And if you've ever had this thought or this conversation, like so many people who are now podcasters, don't be afraid to take that step. You can contact us right now. And how can they do that?
Well, you can just go to our website or follow us on any social media at Vision Media LLC. If you want to go to the website, visionmediallc.com. But either way, you should check us out, see what we are doing, because we do a plethora of things. If you're thinking about doing anything,
we do,
especially people,
things.
the local people here, right?
Yeah, yeah. If you're local, we do offer studio time in-house. You can record here. If you're not local and you would like to send us footage accompanied by sound files and anything that you might need, you can even start on an iPhone. Send us the files and we will handle post-production and even distribution at probably the best price.
At absolutely the best price. Absolutely the best price.
And you
guys.
heard it here first.
You heard it here first. No, seriously, all you have to do is record and send us your files. We do the editing however you want. We create your intro song. We do the distributing, all for one price. It's the best price you're gonna find. So it only makes sense to check us out.
It only makes sense. And
back to your regularly scheduled whatever.
I'm like, I don't know anybody who would act like that if they accidentally said it.
YNBF, your new best friends.
Hey, shouts out.
Welcome back, everybody. We just kind of came back in on that one.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for listening to those ads. Make sure you buy that.
Go buy the merch.
And then also don't forget to enter that giveaway that we have going on all month, right?
All month of April, we're giving away free Convo Series and Vision Media T-shirts. If you follow us on social media, either Facebook or Instagram, you can find the official post. It's running all month. You'll go there and tag 3 friends, add your shirt size, and make sure you're following us or it won't count. You have to be 18 or over to enter, and it is running until the end of April. So get it in now to get that free stuff.
Boom, boom, bada bing, bada boom, baby.
And so we were talking about where were we?
That's literally the last thing we actually were for real saying. Is like, fuck your mom, fuck your dad. He's Ted Bundy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right. So you asked me where they are. You asked me where they are. So my mom.
That's the ayahuasca. Let you tap into. Okay, go ahead.
Right. I wish. So my mom is in Portugal, and my dad. The last I heard, he's still in my hometown, but I hope that he in no time will be in prison.
Ooh, yes. I hope that because you hope that. Whatever happens.
I trust your judgment.
Yeah, I trust you. I feel like I know you a little bit by now, Dani.
I love that.
What, the fact that I mess it up and change it?
Yes.
Okay. Well.
He'll get it eventually.
Or I won't. So my question is, what's the most I guess I'll just say wildest experience you've had on ayahuasca? Have you had any wild experiences?
You mean like under the influence of the tea?
Yeah, out of body experiences, anything like that.
I wouldn't say out of body experience, but always like a really inner voice, um, like strong visions. I wouldn't say hallucinations, but strong visions. I would always make strong decisions. Not strong decisions, big decisions, important decisions, I guess.
While on it.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Does it
basically,
bring,
like,
a sense of clarity?
not always, you know. Like every trip is different, just like with any psychedelics,
Right.
you know. And I haven't done any other psychedelics, so I can't really tell you like
Okay.
the difference, but just by my general knowledge, you know.
I honestly
Every
wish
trip
that you had
is
done other
different.
psychedelics so you could tell me.
Well, I try some shrooms, but you know, not the proper way. I will next time. I promise.
Heard, thank you.
Before the next time you're on the show, so you can
Yes.
report back.
Yes.
I'm not condoning or
Right,
saying
wherever
do it,
it's
but
legal.
I'm just clarifying that that's what you said you're gonna do. I have to cover my ass.
I'm clarifying that you said you were going to do that.
Not me telling you to do it. I would never condone the use of any kind of substances.
Okay.
I don't
Not
know.
on air.
Lie. Okay. Okay, thank you. We'll take that. Don't say
Well,
that.
y'all know I talk out of my ass on this show.
You know who else talks out of their ass? Ace Ventura. Detective. May I ask you a question?
Quite literally. Okay. Back to you, Dani.
I'm sorry. I've been doing that all day, people. Yeah, your experiences. Sometimes you make. So you were saying some certain every trips are different, but sometimes you
Yes.
make big decisions, important decisions, something like that.
Yes, and like your trip's gonna be different. Also, like you have to watch where you eat, cause like if you eat something like sausages, like spicy sausages, or I don't know, something with a lot of condiments, you know, something that's not natural or like easy light on your stomach,
It's most things.
it's gonna
Nowadays,
get
yeah.
you hard, you know.
What?
It's gonna get you hard.
Like.
No,
I
sorry.
I just want to clarify. What do you mean?
Does it though?
I don't know if she's saying like.
No.
Like,
No.
is
I'll clarify.
Gonna affect you hard or it's gonna get you hard? Like, I don't know.
Like it's gonna get you super hard.
Still tripping.
I know. I tried. I didn't make it any better.
So it's gonna do what now?
It's gonna affect you hard. You
Okay.
know, like.
Okay.
So
Right.
everybody gets it differently, but it really messes with your digestive system. You know, I usually would throw up. Like I would throw my guts out. If
I heard that you do.
if I didn't eat well before, or I don't know.
So that's the key. You gotta eat well.
Well, that's not the key. That's
Well,
just
that's one
part
of
of
the
it.
keys.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because like the tea really messes up with your consciousness.
Yeah, let's talk about that. How so?
So that's why I said like that can make you make big decisions. You know. So I remember mostly I haven't experienced a lot myself, you know, but I remember like always being around the adults and always hearing them telling their stories, or like on the trip on the way or coming back from the temple, and we would always carpool with someone, you know, usually my parents would drive, but someone would always carpool with us.
Right.
I sometimes would even carpool with, you know, members and stuff like that. And I would spend vacations there and things like that. And so I would hear them talking about their experiences. And my mom would talk a lot about hallucinations. So there is this very important date that I remember. My grandma left my hometown when I was very little. I was like 4 years old and she left, and my mom and her weren't talking. and they didn't talk for years. And then I remember we came home from one of the sessions that was hosted there in our hometown, little, the thing we're trying to put together.
Right.
I planted a lot of trees there.
Nice.
I did my part.
Nice.
I helped a lot.
Shouts out.
You deserve a little bit more oxygen. Shouts out to you.
Thank you. I mean,
Gotta-
the terrain is right next to where the international rally happens. So
The what?
rally, like car.
Oh. Rally.
Oh.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. So
okay.
road rally. So yeah,
Like that
we
kind
do
of rally.
need more trees
Yeah.
there. I didn't know there were any other types of rally.
There's like like Trump rallies and like
Oh fuck!
well, a rally can be it can be different things like people rallying together.
I was gonna explain it different, but that was so
So
much better.
that's why I was curious mostly. I was
Trump
like,
rallies.
what kind of international rally? Like people just getting like the
I know, that's
rally
why I was like,
car.
oh,
That
rally.
makes more sense.
That does
Oh.
make sense. Yeah, I was actually thinking that. I was like, a rally.
Mm-mm.
And
No, like
with
cars
English
racing.
not being
so
your
a lot of cars racing.
yeah, I was gonna say with English not being your first language, I could see where that would be like.
It's probably
You know,
a
speaking
rally.
multiple
Yeah.
languages. Speaking multiple languages makes it harder.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
sure.
I only speak one, so I'm just saying like I mean props to you for.
Yeah,
like
we
when
actually-
I'm doing Spanish, then I will put like some Italian in
You speak
it, or
Spanish?
Wow.
yes, and I'm trying to learn Italian, so I put a lot of Spanish in the Italian, and it's a shame.
Bastarda. See, let
La
me-
puttana.
I used to live with some Italians, man, when I lived in Spain.
Yeah.
It was dope. Like my Italian.
Did they
roommate-
make Italian food?
Yeah. And
So
then they
you
would
got
go,
to
and then
experience
it's so
that.
yeah, it's so cheap to like fly in between, around Europe or whatever. So sometimes he would go back home and then bring back like a big ass wheel of Parmesan cheese and wines, and we just have like
Oh my
Wine and
god, I
cheese
have
for the next month.
goosebumps.
yeah, it was dope. And he was also consequently my weed man. He would he would always
That's my man.
always come with the big ass Ziploc bags,
Mm-hmm.
like almost full, it's 3/4 full of weed.
I'm melting for him.
Yeah, and he would just come and just give me like a handful. You want some? I'm like, yeah. And then every night, because it's Spain, we didn't go to sleep until probably 5 a.m. But anyway, every night he'd come see me. He's like, hey, do you want a good night joint? And I'm like, yes. So that was dope. It was dope.
Love it.
Yeah. So I like Italians too. But they always said bastardo.
Well, the other half of me is Italian, so now you know it.
I know 2 halves of you. It makes a whole, doesn't it?
I love that.
We all learned something today.
So, let's get back to talking about ayahuasca. So,
Great pronunciation.
thank you. You see,
I was like, we're not just gonna roll past that, are we?
So, you were saying it affects your consciousness sometimes. Can
Oh,
we talk a little
yeah.
bit more about that?
So basically, what the tea does is it heightens all of your senses.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna taste more. You're gonna smell more. You're gonna
That
see
sounds
more.
kind of cool.
It does actually. I've always been against it, but now I'm like,
You've been against
Yeah.
it?
like
So-
not against it, but like I'm not doing that shit.
Okay,
But
I
the more
feel
she
you.
talks about it.
Yeah. And you hear too, So it's 4 hours of session, and everybody's sitting around, and there is some talking. There's some it's not really praying. It's more like we call it a call. It's a chamada,
So like a chant.
Yes, there
Okay,
you go.
okay.
There you go. I'm not gonna chant it though.
Oh, man. Okay.
You really want me to?
Well, how long is it?
What?
How long is it?
Oh no, it's like 3 words.
Go.
I wouldn't
for
do
it.
more than that.
I'm sure the listeners would be interested to
I
hear.
know a chant. You want to know it?
Well, what my dad would do it most of the time, I would hear him doing that a lot when he would be like alone in the store. At our store, my parents had a boutique, a men's
Nice.
boutique, and it would be this one, which is like supposedly to when you're feeling too high. It's either or, because there's 2 chants. one is for it to like get you like
balance you.
Exactly. And so it's either for if you're too high, or I guess if you are looking for more clarence, you know,
Okay.
more clarity. So you can ask for seconds too, you know, but it's not very appropriate, very common, you know, like it depends who you are. There's, you know, all of that bullshit.
Yeah.
But basically that. And so, like, sometimes it can feel very overwhelming. Like, sometimes you just want to close your eyes and you just want to, like, go outside and be by the river and just listen to the nature and things like that. Exactly. Sometimes you're feeling, you know, listening to someone chant. You want to hear the chant though?
I do.
Okay. It was like...
Which one are you going to do? To get more clarity or to balance?
I know it's to balance.
Okay.
You know, they're both basically to balance whatever you're feeling. I just don't know exactly to what it's for because I never actually used it, you know, because I never believed it.
Okay.
You know,
Gotcha.
but I would hear my dad doing it at the store when he would be alone. It was kind of weird. He will go like, Cayano, mestre, Cayano. And then he would keep doing that and just getting his voice like on a lower tone and lower and lower. It's kind of creepy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So he's basically invoking master Cayano.
Okay.
Huh.
It's a very Indian name.
Okay. Interesting. I feel like I just said that 5 times.
Yeah. So I guess this guy was probably someone like from the very beginning, you know, like that was with the founders, and he must have been someone that had like, I guess you would compare it to like the prophets here, that has that connection, and so that's why like you invoke him and he's gonna somewhat come to you or whatever. But yeah, I never believed that shit. There's a lot of things like on your day-to-day like routine, you're supposedly not to speak certain words because they are invoking or bringing a certain type of energy.
Right. Okay.
You know, like as an example, spouse, you cannot say the word spouse, which in Portuguese is very similar, because the beginning of it implies ex-spouse. So you're already saying that you're not gonna be with this person anymore. It's like a bunch of doctrine on like one single word that has been through so much translation, and who the fuck knows who created that word? Like, who cares? Just say it.
Is this what wanted you to get out? How did you get out, and when was it?
Well, so my parents got out, right? Because my dad got kicked out, right? He got, well, not kicked out. He got...
Excommunicated?
Not excommunicated. He got suspended.
Right.
Yeah. They told him to, like, that he needed to take a break. And so my dad got pissed, and he said, I don't take that. I don't like that. If you're like kicking me out, if you're telling me that I cannot come, then my family is not coming either. And I remember my parents argue all the way back home. Remember, we usually would sleep over there, right? Because it's a 2-hour trip back home.
Right.
But that night, my parents put me and my baby brother in the car. I was probably about 13, 14. And then 2 hours back home, my dad was driving like crazy. I remember my mom complaining, and me being very scary, me being very scared, and very anxious, you know. And remember my mom complaining that my dad made that decision for them, you know, by himself, and that was not. She didn't agree with that, and but then they started complaining of all the things that they were fed up about, you know. They ended up parting, like starting they stopped fighting, they stopped being against each other, and then they started realizing that they needed to be against those people that were gossiping and things like that.
Right.
Because remember how little and stupid the reason was, you know. So it was like a bunch of little small things like that, on top of the fact that we weren't there every Saturday morning, you know, or that our tiding was late sometimes, you know. We couldn't come to every event, you know, and so that was piling up, and then the master that was in charge of that at the time, you know, he was in cahoots, like I said.
Cahoots.
Yeah, he was in cahoots with like these people from my hometown, you know. They were closer to us. They were like Facebook friends. That time was Orkut. Do you remember that social media?
What is it?
Orkut. It was ORQ, no, KUT.
No, I can't say that. Was it?
Never
It was
heard of
right
it.
before. Wow, it was right before Facebook. It was a social media. So at that time, you know, and so they would see things, you know, and then they would go and gossip to the masters, you know, to the people in charge, people that make decisions, and or even just the counselors that are like making opinions and bringing up to the people that make decisions. And so I think that was very traumatic. That was around about the same time that I lost my kitty cat.
Oh, everything. See, it all goes back to the cats. Your feelings are up and down versus like, is there a cat around and is there not a cat around?
I know, right?
No, but that's a traumatic experience. I can understand that.
It was really sad. Yeah, and then after that, so my parents' marriage just fell apart, you know, and themselves, like my dad himself, my mom herself, they were just not good people anymore. Not like if they were before, but
Yeah.
you know.
Well, they really extra weren't now, apparently.
Yes, like certain things got really, really worse. Such that when I was 15, well, before I was 15, when I was 14 and a half, my parents decided to get divorced, you know.
Right.
And it was really dirty. It was really dirty, and it just got dirtier.
Yeah. Ice cream.
Nice.
Sorry about that, folks. If you can hear that, there's this really obnoxious ice cream man outside.
I heard him coming up.
And I hope that music's not copyrighted. And I hope that he's not stopping right out in front of the damn
I know,
building.
that's why you keep talking, and I appreciate it.
Well, if he does, I'm
I'm
gonna
right
make
by
a
the
run for
window.
the ice cream. I'm
I know.
actually excited.
Ice cream! That is an
We have
Eddie
Fat
Murphy
Boys downstairs
joke.
in the freezer.
What was it?
Fat Boys?
Oh,
What's
there's
Fat
ice cream
Boys?
after this. Ice cream.
Fat Boys are a brand of ice cream sandwich that is like triple stuffed with ice cream inside the sandwich. So they're fat.
So they're fat.
I have a few fat boys at home,
You talk about the cats, though.
and my baby boy.
Ah, okay. Well, there's that.
Shouts out.
Fat boy. Shouts out to him. One more question. Have you ever done DMT?
No.
Oh, your brother has.
well, so there is DMT in the tea.
Okay.
So the substance, right, is mighty D, which is a tree, a root, and is that one on the picture, right, that I'm
Right.
smashing. We like manually smash like that, how you're seeing. And then chakrona are the leaves, and then we wash them one by one, and then they're cooked together in like a process in this huge cauldrons, like for hours, you know. And so that's when we have like the 4 or 5 days task force where everybody goes in camps, and you know, it's a huge deal. But I participated of a few, you know, like this one was one of them, and that was like an honorable
Yeah.
thing to be part of the sacred moment type of thing, you know. But yeah, so the baptism of my brother was, he was given a little spoon of ayahuasca.
Yeah.
And I mean, you should probably Google like what the properties exactly are, but yeah, there is DMT and other things in it.
And
It's a hallucinogenic.
I think we kind of discussed that a little bit about DMT being in it. I lied, by the way. I do have another question. What was your overall? Well, I tend to do that. What was your overall feeling about the organization, about UDV?
So,
Like, then and then looking back on it now, what were your feelings?
I would say I praised it a lot before. But now, I'm afraid to put my word, or like put my hand on anything, because I truly believe that most organizations have someone that's not good intention, that doesn't have good intentions, like someone that will, open or close a window in an appropriate moment.
Yeah,
So
like someone who will do that. Like
Yeah.
You just did.
I literally just closed the window at the most appropriate moment in the building. But sorry, no. I was listening to what you're saying.
I know, I'm just kidding.
And that damned ice cream truck is back.
I know, right?
I am really sorry if you're hearing that, but I'm trying to cover it up with my voice
So,
as they pass.
It's okay. It's okay. This shit's dark. We need some light
some ice cream truck
hearted
music.
things.
I really hope it's not copyrighted.
You feel like looking back, you feel like it's like a dark thing.
So no, I think that I think this thought of mine, that all organizations have people behind that are like bad intended.
Okay. I'm not mad at that. Yeah, I get that.
There is a quote that I read when I was like in 6th grade from a biography of Hitler.
No.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah.
A biography of Hitler wrote by his brother, where he says, "Give a man power, and you will know who he truly is."
Mm-hmm.
And so I always carried that with me.
Yeah.
I've seen too many people be changed by the sense of power. And sometimes people think that money is a sense of power, status, career, a car, just materialistic things. So that's kind of what I believe. I don't want to say like that the organization is great, but when I was younger, I most definitely praised it a lot. I was always very defensive. I never saw it as a cult.
Yeah.
I mean, they call themselves like a non-profit thing, you know.
Right.
And they do a lot of good deeds. And most of the people that I met, I mean, you can see me hugging that person right there.
You seem like nice people.
Yes, and like I was always so loved by all of them. Always looked after, it was a really good environment.
Are we still on?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
That was like an involuntary noise. I didn't.
Oh, okay. No, I was just trying to make sure. Sorry, the camera's
was my
getting low.
ankle.
We're gonna wrap it up here in a sec.
Okay.
But you could just finish your thought real quick.
Yeah. So, where was I?
The people.
Oh, yes. That I always felt loved and respected. I still believe that they do have, like, nice beliefs. Obviously, I think, honestly, all religions have something that they praise good, But when it gets extreme and it violates boundaries and morals, that's why I'm atheist.
It's the extremism for me. You guys heard it here first. Lastly, I guess, we want to thank you for coming on, Dani. We appreciate it. This was a dope-ass episode.
Thank you.
In the new studio. And it was interesting, too. I know it's
very eye-opening.
Yeah, it's going to be some people out there that are going to, like, really enjoy this episode. But before we let you go, is there anything you want to plug? You want to give your social media or anything? Look at the camera.
I guess we're gonna put my hashtags there, right?
Sure, yeah.
Not hashtag, the Instagram tag or whatever you call that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all I use. That's all I care.
All right, let them know what it is.
Okay, it's at Dani, so it's DANI.ELART.
Yes.
Okay.
That is Dani. Or sorry, here I go again. Dani, everyone. We appreciate you again. Like I said, thanks for coming.
Yeah, I've been the chosen one, aka Trevin Reiser. Thanks again for coming and sticking around. Uh, you can follow my TikTok at what. You can follow Vision Media, our parent company, at VIZION Media, how you think it's spelled, LLC, on just about everything. Vision Media #1 on Facebook. Because they won't let me goddamn change it since we got the LLC. But anyway, remember we're doing. I believe this would be like either the last or one of the last episodes coming out in April. So make sure that you enter that giveaway. It'll be your last chance. That's really big for us this month. We're pushing. So get yourself some damn free merch. How hard do I have to beg you to get free stuff?
Right,
damn it.
free stuff.
Yeah, but that's everything from me.
That's him, and I'm me. Everybody, I'm RJ. I have been Reg Travels. We appreciate you guys for listening. Go follow us on everything that's Combo Series Podcast on YouTube. Make sure to go like and subscribe. We are on the road to 100 subscribers. We appreciate the shit out of you guys. We love you. Thank you for listening, and until next time.
Peace. Nice.